Hey, Nick
I
from
was gonna.
Ninecard TCG here in the Trainers Guild with Cole, or you might know him as On Guard. How you doing today, On Guard?
Hey, doing all right. I am on guard of the Trainers Guild, and today we are going to be playing two different builds of Urshifu VMAX. Rapid Strike form, of course.
Yeah, I wish it was single strike Urshifu all over again. That would make me so happy. But we are going to
For
be doing
sure.
two relatively different builds of Urshifu, and I want to emphasize that this is not simply to say which one is better. It's just to give you an idea of here are two different Urshifu lists and ways to play Rapid Strike Urshifu. Which deck list do you as an individual like more? What play style suits you more? Maybe you just have the cards for one of the decks. You have like more of it on hand than you do the other, and so that might be an easier option. So that's really the main goal of this. But I just really enjoy playing Urshifu. I don't know about you, On Guard.
Yeah, for sure. And it all boils down to play style at the end of the day. Like, I'm playing a more aggressive, like, turbo style, and I believe you're playing the Lost Zone engine, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Both of them are very good. I know that there's also the Intellion engine of it, but a lot of there's a lot of potential behind Urshifu in this format, but not a lot of people are playing it, and honestly, I think they should.
Yeah, it there's two issues. Your both of our decks handle Urshifu's biggest issue in a different manner, and while we shuffle up here, the biggest issue Urshifu has is that it doesn't have a lot of damage output. You just don't do a lot of damage, so you're not taking one shots. Mana Fee is pretty common, so dealing with the Gudras, the Kurums, things like that can be a little difficult at times. So my list uses the Radiant Charizard to just try to dish out a ton of damage after chipping away with Cramorant and the Urshifus. And you use what is it, Bayonet, the de-evolving Bayonet. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So my build plays a 2/2 of the Lost Zone Bonnet that gets back supporters from the discard, and also a 1 of the Devolving Bonnet. On top of that, I also have other water type attackers to set up, including Suicune and Empoleon V. So both of them are very nice for being able to put some early game pressure onto the field. You can even swing turn 1 with 100 Furious Blows if you go Melanie attach Rapid Strike Energy. There's a lot of potential to just being more aggressive with this, which is how I try to make up for the otherwise kind of slow start that Rapid Strike Urshifu can get in this format, especially with the amount of mana fee running around.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I've yet to see your list really in action. So a lot of what's about to happen is going to be pretty new to me, and I'm a little terrified.
I've been enjoying this build at least. I don't know if it's necessarily the most ideal build. I'm sort of trying out the Devolving Bonnet. It wasn't in my initial list, but I'm running it in this one. I do think that going down one Shuppet and the Evolving Bonnet next format, when we get Earth Tablet, is going to be amazing.
The Earth Tablet's so nice, especially with the Banette, because if you use it after your opponent has evolved, and then the next turn you Banette, the Pokemon are just knocked out, and you don't even have to attack, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. Do we want to hop into the game at this point?
Yeah, do you want odd or
Heads
even?
or tails?
Oh, go.
Oh, I just pulled out a die at the exact same time. I had it like we both at the exact same time because I saw on your end as well that you pulled out the die at the exact time that I moved it onto the screen, and I was like heads or tails at the same moment.
Um,
So
you can roll it. I'll go tails or
gotcha.
odds.
It is evens. So
Okay.
hmm. I'll go second.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I will take a mulligan.
Well, good luck, my friend.
So a lot of Lost Zone decks want to go second because they want to get that free attack with Cramorant, but I actually don't mind going first with this because it gives me a chance to, depending on the situation, get an Urshifu down and power it up before my opponent's really able to boss KO it like they would if they went first. So I don't really mind going first with this particular deck.
Yeah, and the reason why I chose to go second here is I love putting early game pressure on with this deck. And I don't think it's particularly hard to get a turn 1 attack off.
Ooh, this is not a good hand.
At least it wasn't a mulligan.
It was not a mulligan. That is true.
Take my 1. I have taken my 1.
Alright. Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, my friend. That is unfortunate.
It really is. But we will start off with a battle VIP pass.
Yep.
So that's alright. And
I believe you also play Thornton in your deck as well, so the ability to get that Luminion off the field and swap with something else is always a possibility.
No, actually, this does not run the Thornton anymore.
I thought you were running Thornton at first. I thought you were running a pretty heavy count of Thornton when we first played this matchup.
Originally, yes.
Yeah, not this specific matchup, but when I played against your Lost Urshi build.
The very first iteration, yes, did use Thornton, but this newer one seeks to chip away, and then I don't really care what happens. I almost sometimes want you to knock out the Urshifu or whatever, so that Charizard can have an easier time attacking later.
Oh yeah. Right, I did see your updated build of this, and it was more like Charizard focused than it was Urshi focused.
We'll just start to make some comfy plays happen.
Yep, well you can at least.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the VIP because the odds of me getting another Cramorant are pretty good, and it lets me set up an Urshi.
Yeah, plus the Battle VIP Pass could search out the other Cramorant anyway.
It can, but...
It can, but it's not necessarily the correct play. It's just like it is an option to get that other one. It's basically like a 2 for the price of 1 deal.
I don't necessarily think I need the Cramorant right now, because I'm not attacking.
Yeah, for sure.
But what I don't want to happen is I don't want to get my Manaphy too early.
Yeah, because then it could potentially be just pulled up and KO'd.
But there is no... I'm not really worried about you KOing it right now. Because
that's true.
If you boss it, you're not Melanieing, which means you're not really going to get an attack off that's going to do enough damage to it.
That is true.
So, that's okay with me. And then, if you don't, well, then the next turn, Rapid Flow is live, and now I need to have the Manaphy anyway, so...
Yeah, I think I agree with your line of thought there.
So we'll just, I'll bench this other Comfey just so that if you do knock out this one, I have an option, and I'll pass it off.
Alright. I will draw for turn. We did get an Empoleon there. So let's go Battle VIP Pass. I'm going to search for... I'm going to grab a Greninja and... Is the other Melanie in... not Melanie. Is the other Empoleon in deck? That is the question here. It is looking like the answer to that question is a no, so I'm going to grab a Shuppet instead.
Okay. Start to get ready for that Bayonet, whichever one you elect to go with.
For sure. Alright. Do you want me to cut at any spot, or are we just...
I could not care less.
Yeah, I assumed as much in the online. Well, I mean, like in webcam.
That, and we're playing pretty casually, so whatever.
Yeah, it is friendlies at the end of the day. Regardless, I'll attach air balloon here. Quick ball away Urchi. And I'm not gonna grab anything, but I am going to search. I just want to see what we got in here.
I'm sure getting your supporter counts, seeing your artillery, things like that are pretty important.
Yep. It is for sure important to see like the counts of things. Although it looks like my artillery might be prized, but I think I have all my Melanie in here. Yeah, the artillery looks like it's prized, unless I just missed it, but I'm pretty sure it's prized. This is fine. Dog surrounded by fire.
Yeah, the artillery being prized is a little unfortunate. That's a pretty, I feel like, important way for you to find those rapid strike energies.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of aggressive draw in this deck. Radiant Greninja and also a Crobat that I'm playing down, drawing 5 off this. 3, 4, 5. No energy.
Oh boy.
Yeesh. That's not fun. Well, not gonna complain too much. We're gonna retreat into the Empoleon, and then I will give a pass on over to you.
All right. I will draw for turn. Now, we did get a Culver's top deck, but we did have one in hand already. So, I will go ahead and play that.
Yup.
This is not very good either. I also am struggling for energies here.
Yeah, it looks like we're just not finding the energy. How many do each of us play?
I play
You play.
10.
I played 12. And I didn't see either of them.
But I will attach to the Urshifu, and from there I will just pass back.
Alright. I will draw for turn.
Empoleon means I don't get to use Comfy, which is or even Cramorant if I had it, which is a little unfortunate.
Yeah, this entire situation is pretty unfortunate, I'd say. Let's go evolve. Actually, wait, that's the wrong Bonnet. I thought this was the Lost Zone one, but it's not. Ultra Ball away, Chuppet, and Quick Ball. Gotta take another look through this deck. I still have not seen like an energy and can't exactly use my Melanie because I haven't seen an energy.
Yeah, I'm sure drawing a water energy to concealed cards, draw 2, play Melanie, draw 3, that's a solid combo.
Yeah, it is.
But retreating into the Empoleon was a little bit of a risk, because now it can be stuck there for a turn or two.
The thing is, I don't mind using it to just buy me a few turns.
Right.
Because if I'm ever using Melanie, I want to Melanie to that Empoleon and try and swing with it anyway. So I don't really mind it being stuck in the active. All I really need to do is hit an energy.
Right.
The Rapid Strike Urshifu, because even if it's just a Rapid Strike energy, I can always Radiant Greninja it away to just draw some cards. Okay, I have a play. It's an idea, at least. Or at least, do I have a play? So, if I think about this, if I Ultra Ball away... No, I still don't have the, like, retreat option in that case, so there's not much reason to do that right now. I guess that's going to be a pass from me. Haven't seen an energy.
Alright, well, we are both really showcasing how these decks work.
Oh, yeah. how amazing these decks are, for sure.
I will get another Colress.
At least you have draw. My draw is based on is based on being able to get 1 energy into discard, and I have not seen any of it. Like, my Octillery being prized definitely hurts here, because I could have guaranteed at least gotten an energy if my Octillery wasn't prized.
Right, because you can Ultra Ball for the Octillery.
Yeah,
But
which I would have done there if I, had it.
But I will now play that Escape Rope.
Gotcha. Let's go up with... Let's go up with the Remoraid.
I'm going to go back
what are you going into?
Comfy.
Oh, the other Comfy. Comfy, gotcha.
And now I'll Flower Select.
It is kind of sad that, most likely 2 of my Pokemon are just going to get Rapid Flowed here. Yeah, I probably should have grabbed... Okay, I should have gone for that other play that I thought about, but it did not work. As
I am going to evolve, and now I get to Mirage Gate.
Yeah, you are at 7 now. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop you for long enough, because I only had 1 Empoleon to get down instead of 2.
Well, there's one of the problems, is the prizing.
Yeah. Do you only have 1 fighting?
I'm sorry?
I can't tell whether or not that's a fire or a fighting is the first energy.
That is a fire and a fighting currently.
Gotcha. So where is that second energy type going?
The second fire, that's a good question. Where do I want to bring it?
Could be to the Comfy to retreat, perhaps?
That's what I'm thinking, but... We'll go to the active. I had a little bit of unfortunate prizing with some energies. 2 of my Rapid Strike energies are prized.
Hey, at least you've hit energies this game, man.
That is true. And there's a 33% chance I will pull one off of this prize I'm about to take.
Yeah.
So, that's not bad.
Not awful, for sure.
I am going to retreat into the Urshifu and hit with Gale Thrust.
Alright. That
So,
goes down. So
first prize will go to me.
I'm going to go up with the Shuppet. And I will draw for turn. Not amazing, but I can work with this. Ultra Ball, away Bonnet, and Melanie. I can at least draw a card off this. And this is one of the reasons why I really like the Bonnet engine is I just got an ability to do this. So
Now, this is the Lost Zone one that puts a supporter.
it puts a supporter back to hand, so it's Eldegoss, but it Lost Zones these 2 cards. And one of the reasons why I like it in this deck is this can act as a free pivot without using up your retreat.
Right.
So I'm sending this to the Lost Zone here, getting back the Melanie, sending up the Suicune, which now has an air balloon on it. Then I'm going to fleet-footed to draw a card. Unfortunately, still no energy. I am not seeing energy. Well, that'll be a pass from me.
Alright, I will draw. We are going to Colress.
If I get another turn of no energy, I think it's just gonna be a let's move to game 2 situation.
Yeah.
There are plenty of energy in deck, I assure you.
I'm gonna take... these 3. I'm gonna stop keeping track of the Lost Zone because I have 7, and that's the most I have in this deck.
So, do you not play Sableye at all?
I do not know.
Gotcha.
From here, I got the fighting onto the Urshi. We're gonna go switch into a Comfy, and I'll Flower Select.
Gonna get the damage dice ready.
I'm gonna scoop.
Oh, he's scooping. He's conceding anyway. like another word for conceding.
Yeah. No, I get it, and the answer is no.
The answer is definitely no. You are in a commanding position at the moment.
And for now, I'm just gonna Gale Thrust for 150.
Gotcha. So we'll put.
And I'll pass it off.
There, and 30 there. Finally, we got an energy. Radiant Greninja concealed cards, draw 2. I'm gonna boss the Manaphy. Attach to the Urshi, retreat. Actually, before I retreat, I'm gonna fleet-footed to draw a card. Hey, look, it's another energy. Wow, who would have thought that I'd be seeing energy now? Yeah, we're just gonna Gale Thrust the Manaphy and take a prize.
Okay.
And it is your go now.
I am going to send up a Comfy.
Understandable.
And I will Flower Select. Actually, first I'm going to draw a card. And now I'm going to Flower Select. That was a pretty good thing to draw, because now we're going to Ordinary Rod. Get
Do
that.
you have an out in hand to get the Manaphy back onto the field?
Ordinary Rod. But I do have a Quick Ball in hand.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about, is whether or not you had it back to hand. Yeah. Dang, so that's unfortunate for me.
And we'll put a Fighting Energy back into the deck as well with the Ordinary Rod.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll get shuffled. I am going to Quick Ball. Actually, I'm going to Quick Ball. What am I going to Quick Ball away? I'm going to Quick Ball away this VMAX to get the Manaphy and bench it.
So now I can't start sniping again.
And I'm going to use that Quick Ball to search real quick. Okay.
And I believe we talked about this previously as this being a, just 2 games and not a full best of 3 for time reasons.
Yeah, probably. It really just depends. Like, if this one game went 50 minutes, then it'd be one game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We are going to switch into Urshifu. And then I'm gonna Marnie. Actually, before I do, I'm gonna attach this Choice Belt, and then I'm gonna Marnie.
Gotcha. To the bottom of the deck they go. Okay, at least I got something I can do here. It's not ideal, but it's something.
From here... I'm going to rope.
I've sent up the Suicune.
Oh, actually, I did not want to do that. That was a mistake. Because I already used this Comfy, so I can't use it again.
Yeah. I was sort of confused about that.
I thought I had two... I thought I re-benched the one from my hand before I Marnied.
No, because you had used Switch. That's why.
Yeah. No, I scooped up before and I never re-benched it, and for some reason I thought I did.
Oh, yeah. For sure, for sure.
So that was a mistake. So now I just got to scoop. And I'll re-promote. I'll bench to Comfy again because that was stupid.
It'd be that way.
And I'm just going to Gale Thrust to take this KO.
Alright, so 2 more prizes for you. Let's... What is the play here? I think I have to go up with Empoleon here. I'm gonna swing... draw for turn. Capacious Bucket. Good top deck right there. This at least gets me some cards I'm able to see, and leaves my options a little bit open. And thins the deck by 2 cards, so quite a few good things off of that one top deck. I said top duck. Alright. Alright, let's go concealed cards, draw 2. Okay. I'm going to play Tower of Waters, attach Rapid Strike Energy to the Empoleon, retreat, and I will Gale Thrust the active here for 150.
Okay. So that's 120 and 150. Cool. I'll draw for turn. Well, using the Tower of Waters, I will retreat and Comfy. Yeah, that's probably fine. Now I'll Chorus.
Gotcha.
I will
Will you do?
How do I want to handle this? I'm going to attach an air balloon. Actually, no, I won't. Not silly. If I gotta take 3 prizes, so that's probably gonna happen from I do 180 with the Gale Thrust if I hit into the active.
Do you have a Zigzagoon by chance in your deck?
I don't, otherwise this would be super easy.
Oh, yeah, because then you could double cross-switcher the Crobat, Zigzagoon ping the... Like, I feel like Zigzagoon is really good in that build.
Yeah,
like, I feel like it's kind of a necessity.
Yeah, I definitely want to find space for Zigzagoon.
Yeah, I don't think it would be too hard to find the space either. I think double cross-switcher Crobat and then ping the Greninja for a 3 prize turn is super good.
Right, because then I wouldn't care if you knock out this Urshi.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think I do have to. Because if I cross switcher, I can. I can cross switcher KO the Crobat easily, or I can cross switcher like Rapid Flow.
Yeah. How many cross switchers do you have in hand, and have you gotten rid of any previously?
I don't think I have. I think there is one in the deck still.
Yeah. I don't think you have. I think that the smartest thing to do is if you have the ability to double cross switcher twice. Cross switchering the Greninja and now to remove the ability for me to draw, and then cross switchering either of my 2 prizers and then swinging with Charizard later, I think basically just seals you the game.
Yeah, I think Charizard might be prized, which is why I think I need to go for the Crobat.
The Crobat just for the guaranteed 2 prizes.
So,
I can see that for sure.
Because what I can do is I can cross switcher up the Crobat and hit into it with Rapid Flow and the Urshi with Rapid Flow. This way, no matter what you give me, Charizard can KO.
Yeah.
So I might do that.
I think that's the smartest play for sure.
So we will Rapid Flow the Urshi and the Crobat.
Alright.
And I will... Actually, well, before I do that, I will attach the air balloon to this Comfy, and then I'll do all that.
I don't think it matters if you attach it now or next turn. I don't play Disruption.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but, I just want to do it.
Yeah. Just let me know if you get the Zard or not off prizes, because if you do, I think the game's over. Yep, alright. Let's move to game 2.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh jeez.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So just 1 mulligan draw for me, right?
Yes. 1 mulligan, but of course I start my my 1 of Lumineon again. How is this always happening to me?
Last game I had no energy. This game I have all the energy and none of the draw. I'm starting the Remoraid once again. This looks familiar. Deja vu, I have been in this place before.
You would think we planned it.
Deja vu, I have been in this place before. Higher on the street, I am going to draw for turn. That's another mon that I don't want down. God. Shuppet. Urshi. Attach Rapid Strike energy, Capacious Bucket to thin out 2 energy.
At least you're getting to do stuff. I might not really even get to.
You'll get somewhere. I at least got an attachment. I can at least be grateful I got attachment and Urshi down.
I mean, I have Culver's VIP, right? It's just, this needed to be a Comfy. Or even a Cramorant. But no, it's Lumineon. You know how nice that would have been to search for, a Marnie or, a Culver's or something later in the game to, cross-switcher?
Sure. I just want the ability to just use the Earth Tablet and just set everyone to 100 HP, and then just go, okay, I'm gonna snipe them all for like 4 prizes on the next turn.
Yeah.
And that will be a pass from me.
All right, let's draw for turn. Okay. All right. We can start doing stuff. Battle VIP pass. It's gonna be. First off, we got energies, so that's good. Okay, we're actually pretty good because I have to get a mana fee that's like mandatory, so I don't instantly lose the game.
I don't have ways to modify up my damage. My idea is just swing early. I probably should be playing Telescopic Sight, but I am not.
I play 2 belts. Because Gale Thrust alone sometimes just isn't enough to go like repeated Gale Thrust, or to go Gale Thrust and then Rapid Flow is only 270 to the active. So like,
yeah,
belt in that situation.
So the reason why I don't have it is because I have things like Suicune to fix the damage. Which, to be fair, I might just want to go up to a second Suicune in this list. Because Suicune is really good for setting that damage. Like, a 150 into a 200 or a 120 into a 200 is very good. But I don't know what specifically I want to do to change this list. I like the double Empoleon a lot, especially when Earth Tablet comes out, because you can still go Melanie attach swing, but you can also just use the V-Star power on turn 1 by using the Earth Plate.
I'm gonna do something. It's the dumbest thing I've had to do. I'm gonna cross switch that Shuppet.
Alright. You going up.
Or would it have been better to pick the Urshi so you don't Gale Thrust? That might have been the better play, actually. But I'm going to Comfy now. We'll Scoop. Comfy.
Alright, setting up the other Comfy. Okay, so there's no more Gust for game. I've got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, because I had to use it turn 1 so I can do anything, which is so sad.
Yeah, but loss owning the third piece just means that there's no more. It's just sniping now.
And you know what the sad part is? I don't even have any energy. I have all that, 0 energy.
Yeah.
So, you're up.
Alright.
This is so sad. Why does this deck hate me when I've done nothing but love it?
Yeah, I feel ya. Also, it looks like I'm not going to be doing much again. We're going to go attach retreat into Urshi. And then you don't resist fighting, do you?
I do not.
Okay, that is good at least. Is this going to be just... I think I'm just going to have to strafe for 30 into the Remoraid.
Okay. I will draw for turn. I'm going to Comfy. Alright. What do we add over here? Probably 5. 5 is...
I wish I got any Pokemon Search. Like a Quick Ball, an Ultra Ball, one of my VIP passes turn 1. Like just having a Greninja down would be amazing right now.
I'm going to Chorus. Well, this is a super easy choice. Actually, if you play enough Rapid Strike Pokemon, Drapion can be a pretty good attacker against you.
Yeah, like, that's what I was thinking as well. Like, keeping one of them is probably good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. So you're already at 7.
Yeah.
I'm not getting to show off my deck very well. It has not ran a single time yet. Which is weird considering, like, practicing this deck online and whatnot, it has not had this issue.
We are going to quick ball. I'm going to quick ball a training court. And knocking out this Remoraid will make me feel a little bit better.
But the entire point of my deck is to swing as early as possible, and I have not.
Yeah.
It's not working the way it's supposed to be working. Honestly, I think it might be because I went thicker on the Shuppet line. I could have definitely added, like, a second Crobat, maybe. Like, I definitely could have made this more turbo than it is, but I thought that having the options of more Shuppets and another, like, devolving Mon would be nice. But also, like, I played 10 Pokemon search cards and can't see any of them.
Yeah, and that's why I like this deck, because even if things are failing, I still have Colress and Marnie and Comfeys to make at least Cramorant happen. I could start to get some chip damage while I set up this Urshifu. And I'm going to use Cramorant to take a nice knockout on this Octillery.
Like, it's just crazy to me that all I need is a Quick Ball and an Energy. It's not a big app. All I need is that to get going, and I have not seen them. Last game had, like, all the Pokemon search, but none of the energy, and now I have all the energy, but none of the Pokemon search.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure anyone watching understands that two games is not a representative sample size on how a deck performs, right? Like we said at the very beginning, this is strictly just to show what how these decks want to do things, or like what their strategy is, not necessarily to be like, this is good or bad.
Alright, I'm gonna draw for turn. Are you kidding me? I got the Octillery the turn after you knocked off the...
Oh no!
Man! Well, this is not enjoyable. I can't even use, like, the Bonnet, because I don't have any, like, supporters in discard. If I had a single Quick Ball, I could Quick Ball for Lumineon, Lumineon for Melanie, then get this off the field and just swing with Urshi, but... that's not helpful. Not at all. Okay, we're gonna 100 Furious Blows and take a prize.
Okay.
Well, there's a Quick Ball at the very least, so at least next turn I can do something.
I will draw for turn. We are going to Comfey before we do anything. Okay. We're going to attach a choice belt. Let's evolve. I think that's fine. You don't really ever do enough damage for the de-evolution to knock this thing out. Because you'll do maybe max one... You don't have any damage modifiers. So the max you could do is 150, which won't knock out Urshifu V here.
Yeah, like, the point is to, like, two-shot it, but when it's not enough to two-shot, use the devolving one to devolve it into a two-shot.
Right.
That's the idea, at least, but I don't think it's as practical as I was thinking it was.
But I am going to come up and Gale Thrust for a nice 180.
Alright.
Thanks to Choice Belt here.
So 180. Draw for turn. Okay, now we can start getting somewhere. Quick Ball, away Water Energy, search. I'm going to grab Lumineon for Melanie.
I think in the tablet build that I've already kind of started to construct, it does run 2 paths to the peak.
I should try that, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure how well that'll go. I am going to go Melanie onto the Luminion to draw 3. 2, 3. Then I am going to go Evolve into Bonnet. And then I was hoping that I would get an evolution there, or a way to get the evolution, but it does not seem like I will have that ability. So there's no reason for me to like retreat and try and pivot with this. So I'm just going to use the Bonnet to get back to Melanie.
Okay.
Just to get it off the field, and then I'm going to swing with 100 Furious Blows for 150.
Okay, 150 it is. I will draw for turn. I don't think there's a ton that I need to do. How many cards do you have in hand, just so I know?
I have 9. Also, I just realized there was something I could have done last turn, but did not think about until after I ended my turn. Oh well.
You did Melanie last turn. The question is, do I like? You don't have a lot of like Pokemon on your bench, so like your option is Luminion.
My options are very slim with the hand that I have.
So it's like, right, because you didn't really do too much. I'm gonna knock out this Urshifu, and then,
Yeah.
the most you can do is come back and hit me for another 150 if you set up another Urshi.
Or I could hit with Aqua Return if I go Melanie attach.
You can. That does even less.
I can do that. It does less, but it gets the Luminion off the field.
But then if you have no Pokemon and gets the Luminion, you lose.
Exactly. It's the best way to lose the game.
All right.
But at least even if you like rapid flow both of these targets to set up the knockout on Luminion, as long as I bench something else, I'm not automatically losing the game.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bench Charizard and attach a fighting energy to it. This way,
Makes sense.
when you do knock this out, Radiant Charizard's ready to go.
Yeah, I should probably be playing a Path, because Radiant Zard is hard to get around for my deck. Especially considering I don't play Manaphy, and the 120 plus the 250 is just so hard to get around. Even if my deck was drawing well.
From there, I am gonna Marnie.
Ah, dang. Unfortunate.
Yeah, 9 cards is just too much to pass up.
Yeah, you are 9-card TCG after all.
Seriously.
Anyway. Alright, 4. This is a better hand than last time.
Alright.
These 4 cards are better than 8 of the 9 cards in my previous hand.
I mean, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
From there, I am just going to... I'm going to switch into the Comfy, and then Air Balloon retreat back to Gale Thrust KO.
Yep, makes sense. So you just need 3 more prizes to win the game.
Yes.
Let's bench Urshi, bench Empoleon. Melanie first, onto the Empoleon, draw 3. For anything else, we're going to go Trekking Shoes, look at the top card of the deck. I think I have to... I want to... We'll discard this for now. I have another one, so it's not the end of the world, and then I'll draw another off that Trekking Shoes. Cool. That's great. I'm going to Quick Ball away Quick Ball. And off of that, I'm going to grab Crobat. I'm trying to hit Rapid Strike Energy. That's the big thing here. If I hit Rapid Strike Energy, I think I still have a chance to come back in this game. That was a really bad riffle. Wow. There we go. That was a better riffle.
I'm not judging,
right.
Don't worry.
I'm judging myself constantly. Crobat for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. We got the Rapid Strike at the end. And then I can also go Concealed Cards, Away a Water, draw 2. And then I can Trekking Choose, look at the top card of the deck, discard it, draw another. Okay. I can live with that. We will retreat into the Empoleon, and then we will Swirling Slice and move this to the Urshifu. So 130.
Okay, so what do I have? 150 and 130 is 280.
Yep.
18, 24.
Ooh, I just realized a different out I should have been playing for. Oh well. It's
28.
Terrible.
All right. I will draw.
I wish I was playing a Roxanne in this list. I think I'd have a really good time coming back in a game if I were playing a Roxanne.
Probably. I am going to attach a fire to Charizard here.
Mm-hmm.
We might as well attach this Choice Belt. I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to Rapid Flow the Urshifu and Empoleon.
Alright. So let's do... Where is it?
150 to the Empoleon, 120 to the Urshifu.
Yep. 120 here, and then 150 to the active. Let me just grab a d20 for this one. There we go. Cool. Draw for turn. So, I have 2 different routes that I could go for here. And I'm not sure which one of them is more ideal. So, could... Okay. I think I know what I go for here. We're gonna go Ultra Ball away Bonnet and Bonnet to search. I'm just trying to see what's in here at the moment. See what I can hit off this. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna grab Suicune here. Then I'm going to go Melanie onto the Empoleon. Let me count and see how many are in here. 1, 2. Not a lot, actually. 1, 2, 3. Then I go Trekking Shoes. I'm going to keep that in hand. Then I'm going to go attach, swing for knockout here, and move that energy to the Suicune.
Okay. So that is 3 prizes for you.
Yup. And just like that, I'm potentially back into the game. Potentially.
So I will promote Comfy. I will draw for turn. That was a pretty good top deck because I was going to quick ball for it anyway. And Yeah. This is, I think, okay. Because you can't damage the bench, so the worst you can do is boss this Charizard. That would be the worst thing that could happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop it up.
Okay.
Just so you can't.
Interesting.
And I didn't comfy yet, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
This is where the Lumineon really becomes a problem, but you can't... Actually, you can KO it. Because Suicune does 120, 40, 60, 80, 200.
Yep. So where did the net that you just netted the Charizard with go? Was that... Okay, there it is. I was not sure if you had another, like, net in your hand or not.
I do.
Yeah, I just didn't see it go into the
Oh,
Discord.
yeah, I put it down and then
just
put
missed
the...
it. Yeah,
all that stuff.
I just missed it entirely. That's my bad.
I feel you. I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to... You still can knock out this Lumineon, because that's still 120, 40, 60, 80. I'm still... You're still 10 damage able... Like, you... I mean, I'm going to knock out this Empoleon. And then you have to have another Pokemon and a boss. And if you do...
And also attachment.
Right. So you need a couple of things.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't really have much of a choice. Because I think that's all.
However, Cramorant can't hit this Empoleon.
It cannot. That is true.
Yep. Have I shimmied my way back into this game?
Yeah, I think Empoleon really
Is it
screws
possible? Me. Yeah.
See, this is where I would quick ball for Lumineon to Marnie.
Yeah, but the Lumineon is what you started with.
Yeah, and it's like, or I would not even play it, and I'd be like, you know what? That's fine.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just glad I was able to play back one of my bad starts.
Yeah, well, that's one of us.
Hey, you bodied me in game one, to be fair.
I just have to pass.
Yep.
I forget about Empoleon's ability. No, a lot of people aren't playing it anymore.
Yeah. And I do have Attach and also Boss.
Yeah, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. I did have Attach, I did have Boss. I also had Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, and the other Empoleon to rebench. So, pulling up the Lumineon, and we're going to KO it with this.
Yeah, so that was game no matter what.
Yeah, that was a very close game. I was just, like, afraid of, like, a Roxanne or a Marnie there, and I'm like, this could be really bad if I get Roxanne or Marnie, but otherwise I think I've put myself into a position that I can win this game.
My last three prizes were very bad. Rope, Gate, and Urshifu. Just between really bad prizing both games, and... well, actually, this second game wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
And then just constantly starting Lumineon. It's just like, come on, man, give me a break.
That definitely hurt. I'm just glad that I could, like, even though I had to 3-hit KO your Urshifu, I'm glad that I could set up to where I went, like, swing with Empoleon on that turn to move the energy to the Suicune. So I had both energy on the Empoleon to be able to retreat even if you left it in the active. Energy on the Suicune so I could attach and boss on the following turn. Just the fact that I can move energy with Empoleon helps the deck work. Although I don't think my list is perfect by any means, I definitely need to make some tweaks, and I think it gets very, very strong with Earth Tablet.
I think any Urshifu deck gets very strong with tablet, and I'm exceedingly excited to get it in my hands and play it. So Pokemon,
For
if you're
sure.
watching, you want to hook a guy up with the box of Silver Tempest. Don't need much. I just need a couple of tablets. That's all. Nothing big.
It's same here. I want to get as many Regidragos and some tablets as possible, because Regidrago and Urshi with Earth Tablet seems amazing.
So yeah, that's the deck I'm going to be playing for sure. Is Urshi with tablets. Like there's no question about it. So I'm
For sure.
super excited. And I figure, we'll practice now, get good with it, learn it, and then by the time the tablets come out, I'll have a better understanding of the deck, and maybe I won't be so terrible with it.
That's a good way to think about it, for sure. Practice now while you have the chance, and get good by the time it comes out.
Any thoughts on your list, my list, anything like that before we wrap this up?
I think your list is very good, but needs a Zigzagoon.
Yes.
I think my list does not do enough damage currently. I think that I went a little too heavy on the Bonnet line, and it ended up causing hands to be a little bricky sometimes. I do like the general concept of my deck, but it definitely needs some form of modifying damage, and Manaphy really hurts against it. Like, maybe I should have Colognes, but I don't even like the idea of Colognes in this. At the very least, with the...
I'm surprised you don't run Manaphy in your list just because of how popular Radiant Greninja is.
I'm generally able to clear off my field pretty easily, or just use the only, like, basic draw support in certain circumstances, but it's been kind of hard to figure out the space for things.
Yeah. Sure.
I really only have 2 flex spots, but I need to figure out what I'd rather those be. Maybe a choice belt might be good, so I can fix math a little bit better. Maybe a second Suicune. I've got to figure out counts.
The Suicune is very nice. A lot of decks have really wide benches these days, so the Suicune is what, I don't want to say what gave you the game, but
it's what won me the game. Like, otherwise I would not have that KO there.
Yeah. You would, you would have had the KO on the Cramorant, but then Charizard comes in, takes a KO.
And then wins the game, basically.
Well, no, because then you have Urshi to come in and clear. Actually, Urshi can't. Urshi can't KO the Charizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, so if you didn't...
You had 3 prizes remaining, right?
Yes.
Or, yeah. If you left the Charizard on the field, you could have just KO'd the Empoleon with the Charizard. Then I could have maybe KO'd it with, like... you play Clara in your list, right?
No, it's just one ordinary rod.
Oh, really? Oh, that's... I feel like you should definitely be playing double Clara in that list. Because double Clara is super good, even just for everything else in your list, including getting Manaphy back. The one rod, I think, is... I think at least 2 rods, or 2 Claras. One or the other.
There's just no space.
I think double Clara is better than singular rod.
The rod is really nice for energy after rapid flow to be able to Mirage Gate, though.
Yeah, that is fair.
Which is what this deck wants to do, is rapid, Gale Thrust, rapid flow.
You should at least have 2 ordinary rod then in that case.
I gotta find a spot to get it.
Send me the list a little bit later and maybe we can tweak it a fair bit.
Okay. I'll do that.
Anyway, this has been fun for sure.
Yeah, anytime I get to play Urshifu is a fun time, so
I've
been really enjoying the meta recently. It's a lot of Lost Box and Reggie at the moment. Occasionally you go against some Palkias, Gudras, but you know what? There's like a dozen or so decks that you could be like, yeah, I see this pretty often.
Sure. I really love this format, and am super disappointed that I have not been able to play at a regional in this format. But I am looking very forward to the Silver Tempest format, which should be a little bit more of the same, plus a few more decks.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time.
For sure.
OnGaard,
definitely going to be in Arlington.
Thank you so much for, showing off a different Urshifu build. I don't think enough people are talking about Banette, and I think it's a really interesting concept to pair Banette with Urshifu that can do all this snipe damage. So, yeah, we got all our links in the video description if you want to go check out our individual channels, Twitch, YouTube's, socials, all that kind of stuff. So feel free, go check them out, and that's it for me.
For sure. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and we'll talk to y'all later.